In a distant kingdom known as Varith, there existed a legend about a sword so powerful it could bend the very fabric of reality. The sword, called Eryndor, was said to be hidden deep within the Forbidden Forest, guarded by both mythical beasts and ancient magic. For centuries, no one dared to search for it, until a young woman named Aria, a skilled warrior with a heart full of dreams and a thirst for adventure, found herself on a quest that would change her destiny forever. Chapter 1. The call to adventure. Aria, a fierce but kind-hearted warrior, lived in the small village of Ilmara, nestled at the edge of the Forbidden Forest. The forest was a place of mystery, said to be cursed by the gods. Yet Aria's curiosity had always pulled her towards its depths, where the most powerful secrets of the world were said to lie. One night, as she sat by the village fire, a mysterious stranger arrived, a man cloaked in a dark robe, carrying a message of destiny. "Your fate is tied to the sword," the stranger told her. "Eryndor awaits, but you must find it before the darkness consumes the land." The prophecy spoke of an ancient evil, an entity known as the Void King, that would soon rise again, threatening to destroy everything in its path. Only Eryndor, the Sword of Light, could defeat him. Aria, determined to protect her people, set off the next day, knowing her life was about to change forever. Chapter 2. The journey begins. Aria's journey into the Forbidden Forest was not an easy one. The forest itself seemed alive, with every tree, stone, and shadow shifting and moving, as if it were testing her will. Along the way, she encountered creatures that should only exist in nightmares: giant serpents, fire-breathing wolves, and even illusions that made her question her own mind. But it wasn't the monsters that were the most dangerous. Aria soon realized she was being watched, followed by a presence that was not quite human, yet not entirely beast either. The closer she got to the heart of the forest, the stronger this presence became. One evening, as she rested by a stream, she felt a sudden chill in the air. From the shadows emerged a mysterious figure, a young man, tall and dark, with piercing eyes that seemed to see through her very soul. "I am Kael," the stranger said, his voice low and dangerous, "and you are trespassing on a path not meant for you." Aria, instinctively reaching for her sword, stood her ground. "I'm looking for the sword, Eryndor. I won't be stopped." Kael smirked. "Perhaps you won't, but you don't understand what you're up against. The sword is cursed. Whoever wields it loses everything." Despite his warning, Aria pressed on, determined not to let fear stop her. Chapter 3. The Trials. Aria ventured deeper into the heart of the Forbidden Forest. The trials to find Eryndor were unlike anything she had imagined. She encountered enchanted puzzles and faced fierce guardians, creatures bound by magic to protect the sword at all costs. But each challenge only made her stronger. One trial involved a bridge of light that crossed a ravine filled with shadows. To pass, Aria had to confront her deepest fear, her own failure. She was forced to relive a moment of past loss, where she had failed to save someone dear to her, but through sheer willpower, she overcame the vision, stepping onto the bridge with newfound strength. As she reached the center of the forest, she found herself in an ancient temple, hidden beneath a massive tree. There, on a pedestal, rested the glowing sword, Eryndor, its blade shimmering with a light that seemed to draw her in. But as she reached for it, Kyle appeared once again, his face filled with concern. "Don't touch it," he warned. "The sword is cursed. It will consume you, just as it did to the one who wielded it before." Chapter 4. Love and Betrayal. Aria, now torn between her desire for the sword and Kael's warnings, hesitated. She felt a strange connection to him, an undeniable bond that grew with every word they spoke. Kael's story was one of heartbreak and loss. He, too, had once sought Eryndor, only to be destroyed by its power. "You don't understand," Kael said softly. "I loved her, and she loved me. But when I wielded the sword to protect her, I lost her forever. The sword takes everything, Aria. Love, hope, even your soul. It is not worth the price." Aria looked at Kael, her heart heavy with empathy. But if I don't wield it, the Void King will destroy everything we know. If I don't try, I will lose everything anyway. In that moment, Aria realized that love wasn't about holding on, but about letting go. She couldn't save everyone, but she could fight to protect what remained. Chapter 5. The Final Battle. With determination in her heart, Aria grasped Eryndor. The sword's power surged through her, unlike anything she had ever felt before. But as Kale warned, it came at a cost. Her vision blurred, and the weight of the sword threatened to crush her spirit. Yet,